Hello and welcome to Dial C for Cricfit. It's the big final here as Mumbai Indians, the defending champions, take on the Delhi Capitals who have entered the final for the very first time in IPL history. Before we begin with anything, I'd like to call upon Cricfit's editor, Mikhil Vaswani. Hello, sir. And we will also welcome Prashant Gautam on the floor here.
Hello,
Wow.
hello, sir.
Hi. It looks like I have Padikkal and Virat Kohli right in front.
So, sir, and Prashant, big final here. Delhi Capitals never played in an IPL final. They are playing a final for the first time. Whereas Mumbai Indians have won 4 titles before this. How big a game is this for someone like Shreyas Iyer, who is leading the Delhi Capitals into their maiden final here?
Yeah, Prashant, you can go ahead as you've been you both have been tracking it from match number 1. I'll take a cue from the two of you all.
Sure, sir, sure. Yes, Amay. It's a day that everyone looks forward to. It's the IPL final, and in my opinion, the two best sides have qualified for the finals. If you look at throughout the season, Delhi Capitals and Mumbai Indians have been consistently performing and winning matches. So I feel, Mumbai going into the contest are overwhelming favorites, but I will not count out somebody like a Delhi Capital side, because if they play at their best, they can trouble Mumbai Indians even in the final.
I'd want to agree with Prashant. What I really like about Shreyas Iyer is he's unfazed through situations. Point number 1. Delhi will not be under that much of pressures because they come into this tournament as no hopers. They reach this far. They'll play that same brand of cricket. Mumbai, let me be very honest, will want to go out there and defend their title. So I just feel Delhi hold an edge simply because I consider them the underdogs. Expect them to play a very fearless brand of cricket. Delhi Daredevils. They are superbly balanced in all departments. The rest y'all can add in as well, Amay.
Yeah, if we look at Rohit Sharma, he has never lost an IPL final year. In 2009, he played for the
Deccan. The first time. Agree, guys?
Prashant would agree to this. So
I will certainly agree, sir.
Yeah. So Rohit Sharma has never lost an IPL final, whether it's for the Deccan Chargers or 4 titles for the Mumbai Indians. And if you look at Delhi Capitals, Prashant, a very interesting stat for you. Even they have never lost an IPL final.
Wow, it's an interesting stat and something that I didn't know. Amen. Thank you, for that. But you were talking about Rohit Sharma. His performances, as a captain, he has stood out. Won 4 titles in 4 IPL finals. But I feel his performances haven't been up to the mark in the playoffs. If you look at his overall record, I think he averages around 20 and his strike rate is only 120. But he does have a man of the match award in the 2015 IPL final. So he will obviously take confidence from that. But I personally want Rohit Sharma, the batsman, to stand up today because, a lot has been spoken about his injury and his batting form. So it's time, I think, he performs at the big stage for Mumbai Indians.
Yes, and there's one. When it comes to Rohit Sharma, gentlemen, he's a maverick of a batsman. If it's his day, it's game, set, match, championship, Mumbai. He's like that. If he gets to 35-40, he will take it in 95-100. So if it's I was just speaking to somebody sometime back, and I told him, it looks like Delhi have the edge. He's like, sir, अगर रोहित शर्मा टिक गया तो वो एक ही साइड से गेम जिता सकता है. So, and Mumbai is filled with players like this. Hardik Pandya somewhere. Then you have a Pollard as well. But Delhi does not have that kind of a maverick batsman, if I can really recall. Maybe y'all can tell me whom you think that you can single-handedly do that. Rishabh Pant has looked off color. Rahane is battling form, insecurity in the side. Prithvi Shaw has been, very, very mediocre in the tournament. There's Shreyas Iyer in dependability. Marcus Stoinis as well. But who is that game breaker for Delhi?
Sir, it has to be Marcus Stoinis considering the form he has been. He has been striking at around 150, 160. He has hit the most sixes for Delhi this year. He is at 15 sixes. But I'll tell you an interesting stat to both of you that, four of Mumbai Indians batsmen have actually hit sixes more than 20, but no Delhi batsman has reached more than 15 sixes. So that tells you the firepower that Mumbai Indians possess in the middle order. I personally compare Mumbai Indians, sir, to the side of Australia, which was in the 2000s, because they're filled with match winners. You dismiss somebody like Quinton de Kock, in enters Surya Kumar Yadav, then Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya, Kyron Pollard. They just doesn't stop, and they have been ruthless throughout the season. So on paper, they will be looking to lift their fifth title, but I hope that, as Sir pointed out earlier in the show, that Delhi Capitals need to play a fearless brand of cricket and then look to target a few holes that Mumbai might have throughout the match.
Yeah, so if you look at the past record of Mumbai Indians and Delhi Capitals in this season, Mumbai Indians have defeated Delhi Capitals in all three games this season, yeah, including the first qualifier as well. So, as far as the momentum is concerned, sir, do you think it's just on the side of Mumbai Indians here? But Delhi Capitals having won that last match against Sunrisers Hyderabad, do you think there's some momentum with the Delhi Capitals as well here?
I think we have lost, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess we have lost Sir here. So Prashant, as I was saying that, so as I was saying, what do you think about the momentum part here? Do you think Delhi Capitals have that little momentum with them going around here, or do you see Mumbai Indians, just washing them away even in today's game here, making it 4 out of 4 for this season?
It's good that Delhi is coming into the contest with a win behind their back against a strong Sunrisers Hyderabad squad. So they will be confident, but then again, Mumbai has beaten them 3 times this season. So I'm sure they have a settle a score against them, but it won't be easy against the quality side like Mumbai Indians is. सो देखना पड़ेगा. 3 बार हरा चुके हैं मुंबई इंडियंस दिल्ली को इस साल. दिल्ली कैपिटल्स ने आई एम श्योर बात करी होगी प्री कैंप आज फाइनल से पहले दैट if there is a side that has troubled Mumbai Indians in the past, it is Delhi Capitals. क्योंकि अगर आप उनका रिकॉर्ड देखें before this season, it was locked at 12 apiece. So ऐसी बात नहीं है कि मुंबई इंडियंस हमेशा से डोमिनेट करती आई है. So I feel, as I said, if they play to their potential, they sure can outclass Mumbai Indians today.
Another thing, Delhi may have not have played many finals or have not made it to the playoffs, but they have one man sitting in the dugout who knows what a final is, Ricky Ponting. Yeah. And he will bring in all of that tonight. You see him in the dugout, you look at the expressions, he hardly smiles. He's a stone over there until they go and cross that finishing line. And trust me, this man is on a mission. Despite winning so many World Cups, so many titles, Ricky Ponting looks like hasn't retired from winning titles. And he is, I must say, I would call him that force behind Delhi Daredevils. And Shreyas Iyer, the captain, has really stood out to me. He's got the swag, he's got the style, he's got the substance. He can chew a gum and not look very arrogant. At the same time, he can hit a six and look very elegant as well. You put all of that together and you see here's a man who's led the side with great confidence. And that's why, and the manner in which he's put faith behind players. For the longest time, we thought that Rahane will never be getting a chance. And all of a sudden, it's only Rahane right now. So let's give it to him. And he's backed by a bowling unit of Rabada and Noria. Let me tell you, this is a dream pace attack anybody would like to have, just like what Bumrah and Bolt are. So it's a like for like right now between both the sides, and two deserving sides are in the final.
Sir, I'm sure Ricky Ponting must have given his 2003 World Cup final bat to say Shreyas Iyer today to bat, because he needs a captain's knock today. And what a day for him, 25 years old.
Prashant, you're talking about a 2003 bat. I hope he's not giving it in front of Saurav Ganguly because
no, I'm not sure about that. No way.
And there's one more interesting stat here. In 2013, Ricky Ponting was the captain of the Mumbai Indians. He handed over the captaincy to Rohit Sharma. He went on to win the first title under his captaincy as well, and the first title for Mumbai Indians. Today, he's in the opposition side as their coach. And another stat I would like to join in with this is 2007 World Cup final, Australia, Sri Lanka. Ricky Ponting, Mahela Jayawardene. So again, they are face to face here.
Remember that day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Quite a few memes doing the round. They're saying it's floods versus pollution. That's floods in Mumbai that we know of, and pollution in Delhi that we know of. Quite synonymous with. But listen, on a serious note, this is Delhi's moment of truth. These moments will not come again. Mumbai has been quite a visitor when it comes to this moment. But Ricky Ponting and Side and the entire team who worked so hard, this is their moment and they cannot let go of this.
Well, definitely, I agree with sir that this has to be Delhi Capitals Day because an IPL final you don't reach them every year unless you're a Chennai Super Kings or Mumbai Indians because they've dominated the league so much. And I personally feel that if Delhi, overcome Mumbai Indians today, it will be good for the entire league. It will give confidence to the likes of Royal Challengers Bangalore, Rajasthan Royals, who haven't been able to grab that brass ring and win the title. So I feel if Delhi wins today. Overall, it will be beneficial for IPL and it will provide entertainment to all the fans.
And for the major part, if we look at Delhi Capitals' performance, it has more to do with Shikhar Dhawan getting back into form, him scoring those back-to-back hundreds, and then putting Delhi in a good, comfortable position early on in the innings. I think that has gone well for Delhi Capitals this season, given that Prithvi Shaw has looked out of form in this entire tournament here.
See, Prithvi Shaw is not your bankable player. I've always called him a yearly bonus, not a monthly check, to be very honest. Prithvi Shaw is that kind of a player to me. Shikhar Dhawan, ever since 2013, the Champions Trophy, has turned out to be a big match player. He's always delivered in big matches. Something about Shikhar Dhawan is he turns up on the given day, very, very unassuming, and suddenly he blasts all around the park. So Shikhar Dhawan is one man I may have missed out. If he can, and opening with Stoinis they opened with Stoinis, right, in the last game.
Stoinis is opening with him.
Yeah. That was the master. Will they do it in the final? That's my question. Will they do it in the final if they are batting first or chasing?
They will do it again.
So Delhi Capitals have wanted
to win.
Oh
wow!
Advantage Delhi.
Very good.
So
प्रशांत की वो जो कामना थी वो पूरी हो रही है यहाँ पे.
I'll tell you why I'm doing this, sir.
Prashant, quickly you change all through RCB, and today suddenly Delhi Capitals.
Sir, I've always maintained Delhi is my second favorite team, but I'll tell you why it is a very good toss to win because all the 4 titles that Mumbai Indians have won, sir, they've batted first. They haven't chased in any final. So it's obviously going to be a first for them as well. And scoreboard pressure in a big match obviously results in pressure throughout the match. Even if Delhi posts a total of around 170, I feel they'll be in the game.
I'm sorry to interrupt. 2003 World Cup final. So
I guess we have lost again, yeah, Prashant.
So Delhi is using Airtel.
Yeah.
Sir is using Airtel, it seems.
So, Prashant, Delhi are batting first now. In the last match, at the end of the last match, Marcus Stoinis said that he is not really sure if he would open in the final as well because वो decision last moment पे लिया था. So Marcus Stoinis को खुद पता नहीं था कि वो खेलेगा कि नहीं as an opener next match में. क्या लगता है आज Marcus Stoinis को open करवाना चाहिए given that he gave a good start in the last match?
Firstly, I'd like to compliment you for the design that you have put in for the finals. Golden and Rohit Sharma and Shreyas Iyer in the background, nice work. But as far as Marcus Stoinis is concerned, मुझे लगता है कि उनका open करना बनता है because if you have to beat a side like Mumbai Indians, तो आपको second gear पे नहीं खेलना पड़ेगा. You have to intimidate them from ball one. And I feel Shikhar Dhawan के साथ Marcus Stoinis बहुत अच्छा compliment किए थे last match में और Delhi को वो continue करना चाहिए because it will then allow pressure थोड़ा होगा Shimron Hetmeyer और Prithvi Shaw पे middle overs और late overs में Rishabh Pant पे. But I feel वो अपने best पे होंगे क्योंकि अभी they were overshadowed by Marcus Stoinis throughout the season, तो उनको भी एक opportunity मिलेगी to flourish at the end. So I feel Dhawan, Marcus Stoinis should bat as openers in this match again.
Yeah, and Prashant, Delhi Capitals have gone in with the same playing 11. कोई change नहीं किया उन्होंने. They want to go with that winning combination. Did you expect, or did you just assume that Delhi would make any changes here?
मैं एक चेंज जरूर मैं चाहता कोई पेस ऑप्शन इन प्लेस ऑफ परवीन दुबे, बिकॉज मुझे ऐसा लगता है दैट अगेंस्ट अ साइड लाइक मुंबई इंडियंस यू कांट प्ले थ्री स्पिनर्स बिकॉज देयर मिडल ऑर्डर इज सो डायनामिक, द लाइक्स ऑफ हार्दिक पांड्या, कायरन पोलार्ड, दे जस्ट नीड one six or one boundary and they are unstoppable after that. So I would have preferred somebody like a Harshal Patel or even a Tushar Deshpande, because it would have brought a new dimension to the bowling attack of DC. But then again, it's good to see they've stuck by the young Praveen Dubey, and I hope it's a memorable final for him and he makes a name for himself.
Sir, thoughts on playing the same playing 11 today here?
Has Jayant Yadav, Nathan Coulter-Nile, I've not seen much of him in IPL, right? 2020. How many matches has he played before this?
I think he has played 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah.
Okay, he has. And what about Jayant Yadav?
I did one game.
One game that was against Delhi Capitals in the last.
Who's staying out right now in place of Jayant Yadav?
I think it's Rahul Chahar. Yeah, Rahul Chahar is sitting out.
I wonder because too many left-handers in the Delhi side, Hetmyer, Pant, Shikhar Dhawan, that they have not gone in for a leg spinner and gone in for an off spinner. That could be one reason. There's no Pattinson. I'm surprised. I thought he's done a decent job for Mumbai in IPL 2020. Just to backref quickly, 2003 World Cup, Ganguly won the toss in the final and decided to field first, and that backfired. And Ricky Ponting realized that win the toss, bat first in the final. And today, exactly what has happened. He's told Shreyas, win the toss, bat first, go play free cricket, and then put the pressure on Mumbai Indians. I'm not too sure about. See, one thing about the Delhi batting lineup right now is in that middle order. I see a little bit of inconsistency after Shreyas Iyer, Shimron, Rishabh, Aksar. That could hurt them if one of them misses out today.
Yeah,
well,
and yeah, go ahead, Prashant.
Yeah, I feel after his knock in the last match, Shimron Hetmyer scored 42 of 22 balls. I'm sure it would have given him a lot of confidence, because he's a quality player. We have seen him playing for the West Indies, performing extremely well in India. So I feel he can be a game changer.
Prashant, he's a quality player when you have him on top, not in the middle order. He likes the first 6 overs. He likes the first 10 overs. He likes the new ball. He likes the pacers. This is new territory for him. I've not seen Shimron for West Indies batting in the lower middle order.
Well, definitely. But if you look at the batting lineup of DC, you have Dhawan, Stoinis, and then you have Rahane and Iyer as well. I think somebody like a Rahane cannot bat at 5. So, Shimron Hetmyer probably has the game to bat at 5, and so does Rishabh Pant, who can fit in at 5 or 6. So I feel, it will depend on the start that DC get. If they get off to a flyer, you will see the likes of Rishabh Pant and Shimron Hetmyer batting ahead of say, Ajinkya Rahane and Shreyas Iyer.
And there's one more thing about, if you look at Quinton de Kock, Ravichandran Ashwin has an upper hand while he is bowling to Quinton de Kock here. I think he has got him out like 4 or 5 times so far in the IPL history. So again, that could also go against Mumbai here if Ravichandran Ashwin opens the bowling here.
Oh, Ravichandran Ashwin opening the bowling will be a very interesting equation. Yeah. Rohit Sharma is not comfortable to spinners. He likes the ball coming onto the bat. So that's a given. It's Ravichandran Ashwin opening the bowling against Rohit Sharma. But I'm still a little unsure whether it's going to be the same opening combination Delhi is going to go in with Dhawan and Stoinis. I always felt with the Rahane and Pant, you could still experiment with them and have Stoinis in the middle order.
Well, that can be an option. If Rahane bats at the opening slot, as I've talked about, like Shimron Hetmyer, Marcus Stoinis has the game to explore at the end against the likes of Bumrah and Bolt. So that can be an option. But coming back to Ravichandran Ashwin, I think he should definitely bowl at the power play, because he has a fabulous record against Quinton de Kock. And don't forget, he dismissed Rohit Sharma for a golden duck in the qualifier 1. So I'm sure Rohit Sharma will not take him lightly in this match, and he'll have to sort out his footwork against him, because I feel vulnerable early on. Rohit Sharma can be found wanting, but it's the start after that. He can explore and just take the game away from you. So Ashwin is a strike bowler for DC in the power play in this match.
And one
Yeah,
more
and
thing,
also gentlemen, in fact, Amit,
we'll
sorry
get
to
to
interrupt.
Marcus Stoinis here because last match they were facing the Sunrisers Hyderabad, but today Marcus Stoinis will be up against Jasprit Bumrah and Trent Bolt in the power play. So Marcus Stoinis
Exactly.
won't be that comfortable facing those two world class bowlers. You would rather have someone like Ajinkya Rahane who could play the new ball
Exactly.
well
Bring in
here.
Rahane,
Yeah.
and Rahane has done well. He makes use of the power play. Allow him to go add more depth by getting Marcus Stoinis. Now I'll tell you where the competition will start between both the teams. Number 4 for Mumbai is Ishan Kishan in prolific form. Number 4 for Delhi is Hetmeyer. Number 5 for Mumbai is Hardik Pandya. Number 5 for Delhi is Rishabh Pant. Number 6 is Kyron Pollard for Mumbai. Number 6 is Aksar Patel for Delhi. Number 7 is Kunal Pandya for Mumbai. Number 7 is Ravichandran Ashwin for Delhi. I feel these 4 batsmen, if the top order has a little bit of a blip here and there, will hold the key towards this big game today. And I feel Mumbai, on paper, look right now clear winners in that middle order on basis of form, talent, and ability.
Definitely on paper, they're the overwhelming favorites. As I've said, they just don't stop coming, sir. You dismiss De Kock and enter Surya Kumar Yadav, and then their dynamic middle order that has helped them win 4 IPL titles. So to beat them, I feel Delhi has the bowling, but for me, somebody like a Rabada needs to be complemented by Henrik Noki at the other end. He has had a quite few games in the last few matches, but I feel collectively as a unit, Delhi has to stand up today because I feel individual brilliance can win you matches against the NRCB or NSRH. But if you want to beat Mumbai Indians, especially in a final, collectively you have to perform on the day.
No, I beg to differ here. Simply go back to the previous IPLs. You had Bisla who came one night for KKR and went on to win that IPL final for them. So you can expect a maverick performance tonight, a freakish performance tonight that can take away the game. But if it has to be a collective effort, Delhi has been putting it time and again, and they can repeat it for one more time in this IPL. Complete all-round side they have, let me tell you, and that's what's been the most impressive bit. They have pacers, they have spinners, they have top order batsmen. I just feel Aksar and Ravichandran Ashwin's 8 overs will mean a lot for them as well.
Yeah, and talking about the bowlers here, we'll take a look at the most wickets the bowlers have taken in this season here. And all three players, the top 3 wicket takers of this season, are featuring in this game here. Kagiso Rabada with 29 wickets, Jasprit Bumrah with 27 wickets. There's an interesting stat about these two here. Kagiso Rabada with 29 wickets has picked the most number of wickets in the entire, if you look at the entire IPL history, in one season he has picked the
All
most number
IPL.
of wickets. And on the other hand, Jasprit Bumrah, similar or a related record, I would say, most number of wickets for an Indian pacer in an individual IPL season here. So again, race to the purple cap is also on here. If we look at Kagiso Rabada with 29 wickets, Jasprit Bumrah with 27, and Trent Bolt is not far behind with 22 here.
The Trent
Three
Bolt is.
outstanding bowlers, yeah.
I'm just reading somewhere Trent Bolt is fit and ready to play, but it remains to be seen if he can make an impact today as well. 22 wickets. Look at Jasprit's average. Oh my God! And look at his economy. Hands down, he's a clear winner over here. 6.71, 13.93 in 14 games with 27 wickets. My God, Indian cricket looks so good when they see somebody like a Bumrah turning up and providing the goods for his franchise. Kagiso Rabada has really, enhanced his reputation and has really shown why he's one of the top bowlers. But Bolt and Bumrah, let me tell you, gentlemen, if they get going and if they don't get going, the match is going either ways.
Yeah, we did see in the starting few games when in the initial half of the season we saw Rohit Sharma was not opening with Jasprit Bumrah. We saw Trent Bolt opening with James Pattinson or whether it was Nathan Coulter-Nile. But in that match against Sunrisers Hyderabad, which happened at Sharjah, it was about the 6th or 7th match of the season. Bumrah came in as the opening bowler, and from that match onwards, Bumrah completely changed the complexion of his bowling here. Every match he was going on picking wickets, not giving many runs here. And I think that was the turning point of Mumbai's bowling as well, if we consider that match against Sunrisers Hyderabad here.
Well, Kagiso Rabada might have had 29 wickets, but I feel Jasprit Bumrah has been the standout bowler this season. You give him the ball at any stage of the match, he'll pick you wickets. Just a game changer and a match winner. You look at his last game, he had figures of 4 for 14. You look at his figures in the last year IPL, 2 for 14, man of the match. You look at his figures in the 2017 final, 2 for 12, again a game changer. So Jasprit Bumrah is an out and out superstar of the game. uh, Amay, you know how much I love him. I rate him extremely highly, and I feel if Delhi Capitals has to win this match, they have to play Jasprit Bumrah as if they're playing him in an ODI match. Just play out his 4 overs. Don't give him wickets. Doesn't matter if he goes for only 20 runs. Just don't let him, make inroads into your side, because if he picks two, then obviously he'll run through your side.
So for that, Delhi Rahane here. Because in the last match in the first qualifier as well, Jasprit Bumrah was the one who dismissed Marcus Stoinis.
Well, Rahane also scored a duck, yeah, in the qualifier one. So I'm not sure if Rahane will be confident about facing Bolt and Bumrah front. But technique wise, I know Rahane is a better bet against those two. But I feel, Amay, as I've said, that to beat Mumbai Indians side, you can't play at second gear. You just have to intimidate them a bit, because I feel Ricky Ponting must have had a chat to Marcus Stoinis, and I feel he will open the batting again, because considering his form in the last match, he'll be confident to take on even Mumbai Indians in the final.
So for the major, yes, sir, go ahead.
As much as I want to agree with Prashant, I'd be more than happy to actually see Stoinis coming somewhere in the middle order to make use of the last 5 or 8 overs and have Rahane just negate the Bolt. But Rahane has had a problem with the incoming delivery as well. Be it Mohammad Amir, be it Trent Bolt, he's always been trapped in front at a half-cock situation. So there again, how much of a compactness we see in Rahane's batting, he's always shown he's a little brittle with that kind of situation. So my only point over here is that can Stoinis negate the Bumrah Bolt swing and seam factor? Because if you lose Stoinis, it's like losing half the side right now for the kind of runs he's amassed in the IPL for Delhi, as Prashant mentioned some time back. So I rather say Rahane, okay, you go play a little watchful, let Dhawan play his natural game, and then with Shreyas Iyer, Stoinis, and Hetmeyer, there's a lot of spurts of blasts coming in the middle order. So that would be my approach. But I'm no Ricky Ponting, so yes, I mean leave it to them.
Yeah, Stoinis, by one mean, also we can look at him as the game changer for today's game for the Delhi Capitals side, along with Kieron Pollard for the Mumbai Indians side. I will take a look at their stats here. Stoinis, 16 matches, 352 runs with 350s. He has batted in the middle order for 15 of those games. He just opened in that one game in the second qualifier. Whereas on the other hand, you have the big man, Kieron Pollard, 15 matches, 259 runs, and major part of this tournament, he was leading in the absence of Rohit Sharma here. So Kieron Pollard batted or played with a lot of responsibility here, Prashant. In the Rohit Sharma was not playing.
Well, Kieron Pollard is a big match player. In all the 4 finals they've won, he has contributed for Mumbai Indians. That just shows that his temperament is solid when he bats in the final. And again, I feel he is a major threat for Delhi Capitals when he'll come out to bat at 5, because I feel somebody like a Kieron Pollard can tee off from ball 1 and just take the match away from the opposition. I feel Ashwin should have a bowl at him again, because he dismissed him on 0 in the last match. So he is an out-and-out game changer. And on the other hand, if we talk about Marcus Stoinis, we talk about his runs this season, but we don't talk about his 13 wickets. That is what he has done. He has brought a balance in the Delhi Capital squad. He has picked 13 wickets. Also, in the last match, he picked 3 wickets, and that is why Delhi Capitals qualified for the finals. So with both bat and ball, Marcus Stoinis is a key player for Delhi Capitals.
So, Prashant, do you back the opener in today's game or in the middle order?
Well, I personally want him to open, but I know Sir is quite adamant to play him at 4 or 5. But that can be an option, considering Rahane is a proper technician who can score runs in the power play against Bumrah and Bolt. So that can be an option, but I personally would not want that. I would want Marcus Stoinis at the top.
So Prashant wants Marcus Stoinis at the top. Sir wants Marcus Stoinis in the middle order. I have no opinion here. We have two of our experts going face to face here. Sir, do you still back Marcus Stoinis in the middle order, given that he took Delhi Capitals to a flying start in the last match here?
See, the good thing for Delhi is they're batting first. So it's not that they have to chase down a total, they have to strategize their batting order and all of that. Maybe they'll want to stick with the same plan, go with Stoinis, and if he can blast right from in the first 6 overs, and they can reach in 6 overs around 70, 80 runs for no loss, okay, then it has paid off. My only point is if Stoinis, last time it clicked, my only point is if Stoinis goes, is the middle order strong enough to take them to somewhere close to 180, 190? That's my only concern. So, it's always a gamble when you have Stoinis on top, because then you're just not having enough depth when you go low down that middle order, which is already struggling and out of form. So that's the gamble that paid off for Delhi previously. It clicked, and I'm happy about it. I really, since they're batting first, they don't have a reason to actually place Stoinis on top. If you're chasing something like 190, and then you're saying, okay, we have a reason to send Stoinis because we need runs on the board, okay. But now you can actually play towards the total. So that's why I feel maybe you can have a Rahane on top who can just add that comforting factor. But then again, as Prashant, each time I say Stoinis in the middle order, he grins with some disagreement. Let's hope we see what happens there with Ponting.
And
my theory is just bat Stoinis at the top and just take the game away from Mumbai Indians. Just bat them out of the game and post a total of around 200. I feel Rahane can be an hit and miss at the top also.
Prashant, it's not easy to let go of Bolt and Bumrah that easy. It is not. That's my only concern. My point is when you have a Jayant Yadav coming on to bowl, when you're having a Pollard coming on to bowl, that's when you need somebody like a Stoinis to capitalize. I hope you get it. You don't have a leg spinner today. You have.
Yeah, there's one more thing that could go against Delhi Capitals today. If Shikhar Dhawan and Marcus Stoinis open, if Marcus Stoinis opens in first 6 or 7 overs, they take Delhi Capitals to a good start, about 60, 70 runs in the first 6 overs, and then that collapse starts. If they lose Shreyas Iyer, Stoinis, Pant, Hetmeyer in the next 2-3 overs, then you don't have a batsman to bat at the back end. You will be left with someone like Akshar Patel, Ravichandran Ashwin, and if Delhi are off to a good start by Marcus Stoinis here, if he bats the way he did in the last match, then Rahane wouldn't be batting at 3. He will come down at 6 or 7. And if there's an early collapse, then again Rahane at 7 or 8, that's not going to work out for them. So that also one thing that could go against them here.
Well, Rahane will probably play as a floater according to the situation. If as Sir said, it can be an option to bring him up front against the like of Bolt and Bumrah and just ask him to keep his wicket and just play out his first spell. But I want Delhi Capitals to come out all guns blazing. Just dominate them from ball one and don't worry about losing their wicket against the likes of Bumrah and Bolt.
Yeah, I think in here might be connected. Prashant, we will take a look at the players who have scored the most runs in this season here. There's one man in the middle, Shikhar Dhawan, the Gabbar as we call him. 16 matches, 603 runs. प्रशांत एक तरह से देख सकते हैं कि शिखर धवन केएल राहुल को सरपास करके आज ऑरेंज कैप भी जीत ले दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के किताब के साथ यहाँ पे.
वेल वो तो ऐसे ही चाहेंगे और मैं भी ऐसे ही चाहूंगा कि आज वो 70 रन बना दे, केएल राहुल से आगे जाएं और दिल्ली कैपिटल्स की जीत में एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएं. बट कंसिडरिंग शिखर धवन, उनका जो फॉर्म रहा है ऑफ लेट इतना कंसिस्टेंट नहीं रहा है. मैं अगर आप देखें उनको 4 डक्स बना चुके हैं वो इस सीजन और उनके बावजूद भी ये स्कोर्ड ओवर 600 रन. तो वो चाहेंगे थोड़ा केयरफुल होके खेलना अगेंस्ट बुमराह एंड बोल्ट अप फ्रंट, क्योंकि हमने लास्ट मैच में भी देखा था बुमराह क्लीन देम अप विद एन एब्सोल्यूट ब्यूटी ऑफ अ यॉर्कर. तो आज मैं हमेशा से ही बोलता हूं कि शिखर धवन दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर हैं और आज फाइनल में उनका चलना बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि ही इज अ बिग मैच प्लेयर एंड प्लस ही इज कमिंग ऑन द बैक ऑफ अ फाइन 78 नॉक अगेंस्ट सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद इन द लास्ट मैच. तो आई फील शिखर धवन का बैटिंग फॉर्म डिसाइड करेगा कि दिल्ली कैपिटल्स कितना स्कोर बनाएंगे आज, जो ऑब्वियसली बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा उनके बॉलर्स के लिए इन द सेकंड हाफ.
और जब की बात की भी थोड़ी बात कर लेते हैं. रोहित शर्मा, क्विंटन डिकॉक काफी अच्छे फॉर्म में रहे इस सीजन में. अगर हम उनके स्टैट्स को देखें तो 15 मैचेस में 483 रन्स at an average of 37. He has been responsible for giving Mumbai Indians those fine starts in the power play. And given that you didn't have Rohit Sharma for a lot of matches, it was Ishan Kishan who took the responsibility. You also had Quinton de Kock, but उन matches में हमने देखा कि ईशान किशन was scoring the majority part of the runs here. So Quinton de Kock again, then as I mentioned earlier, रविचंद्रन अश्विन भी आ सकते ओपनिंग को. रोहित शर्मा, क्विंटन de Kock दोनों struggle करते. So it's going to be a task for the Mumbai openers here as well.
Well, definitely, in my opinion, it should not be a no-brainer. Bring in Ravichandran Ashwin and target De Kock and Rohit Sharma early on. But if you look at the batting lineup of Mumbai Indians this season, I think we've got sir. Yeah. So the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan have all scored over 450 runs. But if you look at Rohit Sharma, the batsman, he has only scored 264 runs at an average of around 20. इतने runs तो उन्होंने एक ODI innings में मारे हुए अपने career में, against Sri Lanka 264 का knock. So वो चाहेंगे कि he delivers with a captain's knock. और जब उनका batting आए chase में, he leads from the front today.
Yes, and that's why you feel do as well. It's down the corner, and no better occasion than now. If he gets going, it'll be very difficult. So Delhi will have to really open with Ravichandran Ashwin simply because he'll be bowling to a left-hander, which he always fancies, and to someone who's not really taken a liking to him like a Rohit Sharma. So I feel a very good toss to win. Best part is Delhi has the bowling to defend a small total as well. And if they get to anything close to 180, 190 on a pitch that is very sporting, trust me, Delhi in all probability will fancy a mighty big win in IPL 2020.
I feel Ashwin today will definitely turn back the clock, much like he dismissed Gale in 2011. I think he'll rip the off pole out of Quinton de Kock today when he comes out to bat. In my opinion,
everything about RCB here, everything.
No, I'm just giving you a perspective because I feel जब भी वो left-handers के against bowling करते हैं in a final, he has always had the better of them, beat Gale or anybody. So I think Quinton de Kock को संभल के खेलना पड़ेगा उनके against आज.
Usually we talk about big names and suddenly you see an IPL final being won by someone we've really not talked about. And that's the best part about cricket. We may be missing out on a few names, but if you take a look at the squad, anybody can turn out as a match winner today. One good spell of 4 overs or a 20 balls 50, and there it is. It's game, set, match. So both sides looking good. Mumbai looks stronger on paper. Delhi have looked good all through IPL 2020. Very hard to pick, but going on current form, I would want to believe that it's going to be a great contest between two very fine bowling sides and batting sides where I feel Mumbai holds the edge at this point in time.
So Prashant, who do you think is going to win today? Delhi Capitals, because RCB तो finals में नहीं है, so आप Delhi के साथ ही जाएंगे ना आज?
Well, not at all a bad day for Delhi to lift their first title. I'm extremely positive and optimistic. मेरे को तो लगता है definitely that it is Delhi's day today. If they bat well up front against Bolt and Bumrah, I feel they can, upset Mumbai Indians today.
Yeah, I'm going for Delhi as well. Remember, Amay, I already lead the contest with you. We had some time back decided and played a contest between who will win between England and Australia. And I won that contest. So today I'm sticking with Delhi. So it's Prashant and me for Delhi. And I reckon you're going with Mumbai.
Yeah, I'm going with Mumbai. Mumbai fan since 2008. So Prashant sitting in Delhi is supporting, sitting in Mumbai is supporting Delhi. And me sitting in Pune, I'll go with Mumbai today here.
Right. Great. Looking forward to this contest as well. We are minutes away from the start of the game. So I guess we'll have to wrap up our show as well. But at the outset, I would like to say one thing to all our viewers on Cricfit. Thank you for tuning in each time. And Prashant and Amay, you guys have done a brilliant job all through IPL 2020. I mean, you guys you've just grown in stature and confidence all through this coverage, and you've brought in so much of insightful cricket, and just enjoyed watching your analysis, both of y'all. Amay as a presenter, Prashant as a presenter and analyst as well. And your passion has really, given a great facelift to cricket's coverage. And we hope to continue this as well in the coming days with World Cup cricket and the IPL around the corner in the next 6 months as well. So, gentlemen, Prashant and Amay, I may not be seeing you for the final, but I truly want to thank you with all my heart and humility over here. Well done.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, sir. I hope me and Amay, and obviously with you also, we can continue this, and in the long term, we can entertain fans through our analyst, and we can talk about more about games.
Great indeed.
Yes,
So
sir.
I guess is it time to wrap it up now?
Yeah, it
Yep,
is.
they've come out to bat. But it's
Marcus
Stoinis who is opening.
So do you still see Delhi Capitals winning? Because you wanted Stoinis in the middle order, but he's opening here now. Do you want to just change your side here?
I will go with Delhi even if they open with Rabada.
So Marcus Stoinis, Shikhar Dhawan are out in the middle. It will be either one of Ken Bolt and Jasprit Bumrah to ball the first over of the match here. Thank you to all our viewers who tuned into Dial C for Cricfit. This is our last show for the season. Me, Prashant, and sir, it's and sir. One more thing I would like to add here. Thank you so much for the big opportunities. Hosting about 50 shows in about 2 months time was a task, but I really enjoyed it. And with Prashant's support with me, with me and Prashant's partnership, it just went very smooth here.
Oh yes, y'all made it look like Marcus Stoinis and Shikhar Dhawan in the middle. Let me add that as well. Great job, and truly delighted as well to have you on board, and the entire Cricfit team at the back end, Ankush and the whole team working relentlessly to bring in the best of content all through Cricfit platforms, website, and everywhere. So guys, great job, congratulations, great coverage, enjoyed every bit of it. We tune into the big match, big final, and we hope to, and we promise our fans that in the coming days, there's lots more lined up with Cricfit. Stay tuned. Prashant and Amay, once again, kudos to both of you all. Big thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you.